Hitman is a series that has evolved significantly over the years, both in scope and mechanics. With each successive iteration, barring a few missteps along the way, the series has consistently moved closer to the game it initially wanted to be in Codename 47. But like any series, everyone has their favorites, and for a lot of people, that game is Blood Money. Unlike the latest Hitman game, or for that matter, the earlier Hitman games, Blood Money is rather intimate. Even the largest of its levels are tiny compared to the massive sprawling areas that other games in the series can cover. And while I appreciate both approaches for different reasons, the intimacy makes Blood Money feel laser focused. Every room and every item within those rooms feels purposefully placed. There's a use for everything, in stark contrast to the new Hitman where the levels are littered with items in order to better support the contract system. Even the game's larger levels, like one that takes place aboard a riverboat, have tight, enclosed spaces. There's no easy way to escape if you fuck up. And the first time you play through a level in this game, you will absolutely fuck it up. But that's kind of what Hitman's all about. Screwing it up terribly over and over again until you manage to just nail it. And the feeling of satisfaction you get when that happens is absolutely unrivaled. Something else that makes Blood Money so fantastic is its variety. Many of the Hitman games that came before would reuse a lot of assets from level to level. There would be a whole slew of levels that took place in a single location, and it could get a bit boring. Even when the scenarios were being regularly changed, Snowy Russia was only interesting for so long. But Blood Money makes it a point to make each of its locations very distinct. Whether you're riding in an elevator to an after-hours party in an office building or killing a man in his own home. Even years after playing it, when I picked this back up for review, I remembered everything almost immediately. And that's probably the best praise I can give this game. It's something that really sticks in your head. It has level design good enough, distinct and unique enough, that I can still remember it years later. Not just in some vague, abstract way, but enough to still perform quite well. It's also important to note that this isn't some sort of peak that only seasoned Hitman players can enjoy. While the game can be a bit awkward, it does a decent job of introducing its mechanics, which are about the same as they've always been. Kill some people, knock some other people out, steal everyone's clothes to blend in. Though, for people looking to achieve Silent Assassin, I feel I should note there is no dedicated knockout mechanic in this game. Instead, you need to take them as a human shield of your pistol, and then knock them out afterwards. And I feel like that specific mechanic is pretty representative of what to expect from Blood Money. Not everything is as you would like it, or anywhere near perfect, but given enough time, you could make just about anything work that you want to. The game does have some minor age issues. The PC version doesn't have proper controller support, and the UI feels rather dated, but the game still works quite well on the last generation platforms it was released for. You can play this on PS3, Xbox 360, or PC and have a great experience, though I can't speak to the PS2 or Xbox versions of the game, as I've never actually touched them. While I love the new Hitman and the freedom it gives you with its massive, open spaces, Blood Money is an entirely different experience, and I think it's one that a lot of people will find superior. But beyond that, it's an incredible entry point for the series. The games that came before have aged somewhat poorly. They're still great in their own ways, but Blood Money serves as a fantastic way to get into the series without being turned off by a slew of horrifically outdated mechanics. Every Monday I look at a game that's at least 10 years old, and I see how it's held up today, if it's still worth playing now. If you like that idea, be sure to subscribe so you can see my latest videos. If you like this video in particular, be sure to hit that like button, and thanks for watching.